What's up, fuckers? We coming in with a no cam story time. No intro. Let's fucking get into it. So, this is the story of my 16th birthday. Okay, a very interesting day for me. Let's take a bong rip before we get into it. Where's my lighter? I have a brand new bowl packed, and yeah. So take a rip with me, guys. Cheers. So this story starts at around like fucking 5 a.m., dude. So me and Jaden, we had this strat, right? So, and you guys have met Jaden, okay? If you haven't, I'll put a, in case you, this is maybe the first video of mine you've ever seen, I'll put a picture of Jaden on the screen. He's my best friend, basically. And he's been my best friend since like second grade, I think. And so we had this little strat back in high school. We had this little strat. See, my mom was never super fond of people coming over. I mean, she would let friends come over, but not like early in the morning. And that was like pretty much the only time he could come over, because he had to come whenever his dad like brought him, whenever his dad went to work in the mornings. And his dad went to work at like 4 a.m., okay? So we had this strat, right? See, my mom, she's kind of weird about it, right? Well, she can't say no once the person is already there. So here's what we would do. Jaden hit me up this day, and we did this multiple times, dude. We did this all the time. And he was like, yo, bro, can I come over, like, when Dad goes to work? And I was like, yeah, bro, let's just do the usual strat. And our strat was, since my mom would never, like, make anyone just go home because they were already here, we would just have Jaden just pop up, and I would wake up my mom and be like, yo, Jaden's here. Didn't know he was coming, but he's here, you know. I'd just straight up lie to my mom, just be like, yo, he's here, you know, like, yeah. He's stopping by. He just paid a little visit. I was a little hellion, bro. I was a little schemer. I was a schemer boy. Call me Little Pete. But, Jaden comes over, and we went out to, I didn't have any weed, but we went out to my camper, my old drug shed, and, I actually have a picture of the old drug shed, because me and Jaden were exploring it. I have a couple pictures, but I'll put one up on the screen so you can see it, so you can see the actual drug shed I used to go out and do pills in and shit. Yeah, if I can, I'll put a picture on the screen of it. But, so we went into that camper and we smoked a cigar that I had. Well, it wasn't a cigar, it was a cigarillo, because I didn't have any weed, but I had blunts for some reason. But yeah, we were listening to music and on my little speaker that I had, and we were just smoking the shit out of this cigarillo. We smoked the whole fucking thing, dude. And we were inhaling and everything, bro. It was bad. You're not really supposed to inhale those, but we did it anyway. But it was my 16th birthday, and we're like, yo, like, what are we getting into today? We gotta fucking do something. So we went back up into the house after finishing that cigar. And we hit up my good friend. I don't really talk to her nowadays. I'm not really sure what she's up to now, but I haven't spoke to her in a while. But we hit up my good old friend Cece. We're gonna call her Cece. We're not gonna use her real name. But she said before that I can use her real name in videos, but I'm just not gonna do it. I might slip up and accidentally do it, but you know, her name is Cece. We're gonna go with Cece, and we came back, we hit her up, and we're like, because at this point, she was like my only friend that had a whip, you know. She was the only friend that had a whip, so we hit her up, damn. And we were like, yo, like, what you trying to get into? It's my birthday, you trying to go out and do shit? And she was like, yeah, bro, I'll come pick you up, like, bet. I'm like, alright, bet, and I hang up the phone, and this is the point in my life where I was doing a lot of pills, okay? It hadn't got to a super bad point yet, but I was already started on them, and I was getting into them a little bit heavier, and I was really into the Benadryl. I called them Bennies, because that diphenhydramine and those Benadryls, ooh, that shit got me fucked up. If you don't know what diphenhydramine is, look it up, okay? I got part 1 Benadryl series up right now. You can go and see. It'll make you hallucinate and shit. I don't even want to dive into it. That's a whole another topic for another day. But it's an antihistamine, right? Because it's Benadryl. And I wasn't thinking about that. And I crushed up a couple little pillies, a couple little 25 milligram pink Benadryls. And I fucking railed them. I fucking snorted them. And that shit hurt, dude. That shit hurt like a motherfucker. So I'm sitting over here, I'm blowing my nose, a bunch of fucking pink shits coming out. It was just a bad time. My shit was hurting the whole time we were waiting on Claire. And Jaden was just sitting there just making fun of me, just like, ha ha ha, you're fucking stupid. So Cece arrives, and she lets us hit her vape on the way, and that was big, okay? These days, listen, neither one of us had, like, none of us had money to buy vapes and shit. If we had money, that shit went straight to drugs, either weed or the hard variety of drugs, okay? We were not even thinking about a vape once we got our hands on some money. But hey, listen, that nicotine was big these days, okay? The nicotine was everything. Now, we went to these guys' house, so we're going to call them Dawson and Jeffrey, okay? So these were some real hillbilly guys, okay? These were some really country guys. And this dude, Jeffrey, okay, he made me rev up his truck because it was my birthday. Because he had a loud-ass truck or something. He had a really good engine on it or something. I've never been into, like, cars or anything, so I didn't really get it. But, you know, I was like, alright, bet. And I hopped in his truck. I revved that bitch. It was nice, you know. It was fun. It wasn't too exquisite, but, you know, it's cool, I guess. I was never really into cars like that, so I wasn't too hype about it. But it was cool. But then, they brought out a jar of motherfucking moonshine. And listen, guys. Back in these days, I fucking loved moonshine, and this was homemade moonshine, okay? This was 120 proof, no flavor, clear moonshine, okay? This was that good shit. This was the real moonshine, dude. This is that shit that extends your fucking palate. You gotta be a man to drink this shit, man. We were just chilling in the house, and then I kind of wanted some more drugs. I mean, I was still drinking, more drinks. I was still drinking moonshine, but, see, at this point in my life, I didn't really care about mixing liquor, mixing alcohol. I didn't really care about that shit, okay? I hadn't really learned my lesson yet. But, so I was drinking this jar. Me, Jaden, we all had our own jar of mason jar moonshine. I'm talking about the big mason jars, okay? I'm not talking about no damn, like, little fucking... Listen, dude. I'm talking about a big-ass jar of moonshine, okay? Mason jar, motherfucker. A wide-ass jar. And I started asking if they had any more alcohol. And that boy Jeffrey, he brought me to the motherfucking freezer. He opened up the freezer. He opened up the fridge. They had some Fireball. They didn't really have anything else. That was it. They just had Fireball and moonshine. That was it. And I've never really been too big of a fan of Fireball. I don't really like it all that much. I'm not a big fan of cinnamon, like, flavored things, unless it's, like, cinnamon rolls. But, yeah, so... but I still drank it, you know. I still took a couple gulps of that damn Fireball, and that shit burned, but it was a good burn. And they had this storm shelter, and that was, like, kind of like the home base for doing drugs and just doing degenerate activities. So we head into the fucking storm shelter and we started smoking, right? That boy Jeffrey and that boy, I rolled up a joint because I've always been really good at rolling joints, because when I started smoking tobacco, and when I started smoking tobacco, I didn't have access to cigarettes, so I was rolling just tobacco. I was rolling my own cigarettes. So I've always been really good at rolling joints because of that, because I've just done it for a long time. So I've always been like the main roller of any of my friend groups, you know. I rolled up a joint, fucking Jeffrey twisted up a blunt, and we started smoking. We smoked both of them. We were just, you know, it's like 4 heads on it. And, you know, that boy Dawson, he was very, like, he was the type of guy that would, and Dawson and Jeffrey were, like, a good bit older than the rest of us. I was 16 at the time, obviously, because it was my 16th birthday. And, you know, we were all, like, 16, 17, but Dawson and Jeffrey, they were fucking, or Dawson, what fake name did I give him? Fucking Dawson? I don't remember what his fake name was. I think it was Dawson. We're gonna go with that. If it was Dalton, then, hey, fucking shit. But that boy Dawson, he likes to tease people, right? He likes to fuck with people when they get really high. And me and Jaden were fucking stony baloney, okay? We were stoned off our gullet in this bitch. And he had this big-ass, like, stick. It was like a antenna, almost. Like, it was just a big-ass, like, metal stick. and he just like poked us with it. He kept poking us with it and hitting us with it. Not hitting us like super hard, but like cracking us on the legs a little bit. And we were like, bro, stop. But after he got done fucking with us, we started scheming, okay? We started scheming on how to get more drugs. And so we were all hitting up people like, yo, like, we were all trying to like see how much money we could pull together. And we had like fucking shit. We had nothing, dude. So it being my birthday, I went into the closet, right, to get a little bit of privacy. And I called up my fucking pawpaw, okay? I called up my grandpappy. I called up my peepaw. I called up my grandpa. And I was like, yo, dude, you think you could give me, you think you could send me like some money or something? You think you can, you know, hook me up a little bit? And he was like, yeah, for sure, I got you. How much you need? And I was just like, just give me $20, you know? I wasn't trying to ask for much. I was like, you know, just give me $20, you know? This motherfucker sent me $120. Brother, I was electrified. I was intrigued. I was fucking buzzing, dude. And so I burst out the fucking closet. I thanked him profusely. I hung up the phone. I burst out the closet. Boys, I got $120. What the fuck we getting? And homeboy Jeffrey is like, yo, like, I'll take you. Because like I said earlier, we were pretty young. Dawson and Jeffrey, they were like in their early 20s, right? And so Jeffrey's like, yo, like, we need more alcohol, so I'll drive all of us to the store and shit, you know, we'll pick up some. Me, Jeffrey, and Jaden went to get some alcohol. Meanwhile, Dawson and Cece went to get weed, right? So we hopped in the bucket. We fucking went to a store. Jeffrey ran in. I sent him some money. I also asked for a pack of Marb Reds. And so, you know, he came back out with a pack of Marb Reds. I made sure I asked for some whiskey, because whiskey's always been my shit. He got Marb Reds, whiskey, rum, vodka, more Fireball. Listen, he got all kind of shit, okay? And so, and there was also beer. I almost forgot. There was was it Michelob? No, I don't remember what it was, but it was some good beer. It might have been Bud Light. I don't know. So we started drinking fucking profusely. Okay, we all had a Jack and Coke. We had a mason jar. Each of us had a mason jar full of Jack and Coke. And we were all poured up fat, okay? We all had at least 5 shots of fucking Jack in that shit, okay? So we started drinking a lot. And that boy Jaden, this was his first time ever drinking. This was his first time getting drunk. And he was drinking everything. We were all drinking everything, okay? I was drinking beer. I was drinking whiskey. We all had to, there was a rule, okay? We all had to finish at least the whole mason jar because we all had one mason jar full of Jack and Coke. And we all had to finish our mason jar. So we all did. And, you know, I was drinking rum. I was drinking all this shit. You know, we were all drinking all of it. Jaden, this motherfucker drank his whole mason jar. He drank some rum. He drank some Fireball. He drank a lot of Fireball. And he started drinking beer. Motherfucker got 3 beers down. Dude, he started asking people for hugs. I was like the only person that actually gave him a hug. Because he looked at me, he was like, bro, can I have a hug, bro? And I was like, yeah, bro, I got you. He asked fucking Jeffrey for a hug. Jeffrey, I think, was like kind of reluctant to give him a hug, but he did it anyway. Claire did. Oh, well, that was her real name. My bad, guys. I slipped up, but it's okay. She said I could use it before, so I'm not too worried about accidentally saying her real name. But homie Claire, she I don't think she wanted to give him a hug, but I think she might have side hugged him a little bit. I don't really remember. My vision's very foggy. We were listening to music and shit. You know, I was very drunk. And he asked that boy Dawson for a motherfucking hug, and Dawson was like, "Fuck no!" Like he got mad at him or something. Bro was not with that shit. He was like, "No, you can't have a hug." Oh my god, dude. But then shit got awry. Shit went awry. Shit got sick. Shit got twisted. Shit got treacherous. I started feeling a little bit sick. And so, you know, I threw up a little bit. I went outside. I threw up a little bit. We were in the storm shelter. It was cold as fuck. It was cold as fuck, dude. So I went outside. I was yakking. Okay, I had the dry heaving going because I was dehydrated. I hadn't eaten a thing all day, and I was drinking this much, smoking. While we were drinking, we were also smoking hella much. We were smoking joints. We were smoking blunts. They had a pipe, bro. They had a bong. We were smoking. We were drinking. We were getting fucked up. And I get finished yakking. I go back inside, right? And, you know, I'll go into the storm shelter. And we're all smoking. We're drinking. And at some point, we decide... Ooh, my chair. At some point, we decide, okay, let's go back into the house, you know? So we went into the house. And we started chilling in the bedroom. And there was this paraplegic guy that lived in the house with them. I don't know what the fuck the story is behind this guy, but apparently he was, like, paralyzed from, like, the waist down. And he was, I'm not trying to be mean, but he was, like, very autistic. He couldn't, like, talk right. He couldn't, like, you know what I mean? Like, he was one of those guys. And he wanted in the room. And... Dawson and Jeffrey were so mean to this guy. They were like, "Get out!" I don't remember the dude's name. We're gonna call him like fucking Darius. They were like, "Get the fuck out of here, Darius! Go to your room!" They were talking to him like he was a 10-year-old dude. They were talking to him like he was like some pest that they can't like keep away or something. I don't really know what the story behind that guy is, but like yeah. And so we're all chilling in there, and that dude, he rolled away. And he went back to his room, and we're all chilling on the bed. I'm feeling nice. I'm feeling stony baloney. I'm feeling fucking drunk. I'm feeling wet brained, and you know we're all just chilling on the bed. And then remember I told you this was Jaden's first time drinking, his first time getting drunk, and he started to feel it. He started getting a little bit sick, and I could see it on his face. I was like, "Bro, you good?" He was like, "Yeah, bro, I'm fine." And in my head, I was like, "Alright, bro." But in my head, I was like, he is not fine. He's about to yak any minute. And sure enough, about 2 minutes later, brother gets up and runs to the bathroom. He goes into the bathroom, and you can just hear violent yakking coming from the bathroom. And so, I let him be for a little bit. You know, I let him yak a little bit. Then I went and I got some water. And I came in there, and Claire came with me. And... I was rubbing his back because that shit helps when you're hungover. All right, I know because that shit like would help me. I never got that shit, but I remember like I didn't get hangovers at this point in my life, but also with how much I was drinking, I did end up having a hangover the next day, and I was like, holy fuck, dude. I actually have a hangover. This is the first time in like eons, dude. Anyway, off topic. But I walk in there, I'm rubbing Jaden's back. Not no gay shit, but, you know, I just know that shit helps. And I stopped for a second. I know that shit helped because I stopped for a second to do something. And he was like, "Nah, bro, keep doing that. That shit helps, bro. Please, no gay shit, but just please, bro. That shit helps." And I was like, "Alright, bro." And Claire was, you know, she was just, like, coaching him, just like, "You're gonna be alright, bro. It's fine. You're fine, dude. You're gonna be alright." And, Jaden, listen... Homie was a wounded soldier, okay? He was wounded on the battlefield, and we were his medic. He stayed in there for fucking, like, 20 minutes, dude. No, like, 30 minutes, dude. And homeboy Jeffrey, he asked for one of my Marbreds, and I was like, "Yeah, bro, here you go." And I remember at this point, listen, I was chain smoking cigs. All of us were chain smoking cigs. We were all hitting each other's vape. We were chain smoking cigs. We were chain smoking blunts and joints. We were chain smoking bowls and bongs. We were fucking chain drinking with chains, okay? Chained everything. So it was getting close to Claire's curfew, right? And we had to get going, and Jaden was still yakking. He still was feeling horrible, right? So we were like, "Bro, we gotta go. Like, you gotta come on, bro. Like, come on, bro, pull through. You got this. Lock in, dude." And he was just like, "Bro, if I get up, I'm gonna throw it. Like, I can't do it." And we were just like, "Bro, yes, you can." He was drinking some water. We made him drink some water. And me and Dawson at some point, like, cause he kept saying, just 5 more minutes, bro. Just give me a little bit, man. He was like, "Come on, man. Just a few more minutes." And eventually, he ran out of minutes, okay? We waited for quite a few minutes, and we were like, alright, bro, there is no more minutes. You gotta go. Come on, we gotta get out of here. And so me and Dawson, I got one side of his body. I got one arm around my neck. He got one arm around his neck. We picked up Jaden, and we were like, alright, don't throw up now, but once we get outside in the front yard, we'll stop in case you need to throw up. And so we picked him up, we carried him outside. We were like, you need to throw up? And he was like, nah, bro, just carry me. Just take me to the car. And we were like, alright, bro. And we brought a plastic bag. We brought like a Dollar General bag for him to like throw up in if he needed to on the way back, because we didn't want to be getting Claire's car all sticky and shit, you know. So we take the car ride back, you know, and homie pulled through the whole car ride back until we were like fucking a few seconds away from my house. We were like, bro, like, come on, bro, like, you got this, bro. We were coaching him the whole way back, and then he threw up in the bag, and we were like, all right, bro, throw the bag out real quick because we're about to be there. And he was so drunk, he was like, nah, bro, like, we're still far away. He was looking around. I was like, brother, I've lived here for so long. I know we're about to be at my house. Throw the bag out. He was like, no, bro. And then he saw, I don't know what he saw. He saw something that signified that, like, we were about to be there. He was like, oh, yeah, we are about to be there. And so he threw the bag out. And, you know, we arrive. I dap up everybody. You know, I had to kind of carry Jaden a little bit into the house. And we went into my room. He beelined it straight to my room. He laid down on my bed, face first, instantly fell asleep. Because I had a couch that's right in front of my front door when you walk in. So I opened the door. I just fell face first on the couch, put on a little blanket. I was fucking exhausted. I fell asleep. And, yeah, woke up the next morning, and, yeah, me and Jaden, we fucking hung out a little bit, and then he went home, and, yeah, like I said, guys, I definitely had quite the hangover, but, yeah, it was still a fun time, definitely a night that I'm going to remember for probably the rest of my life. It was really fun. It was a nice time, and, yeah, I'm going to take another bong rip with you guys, and we're going to get out of here. Song recommendations, we're gonna go with 48 by Tyler, the Creator, and Haunt You by Lil Peep. Alright, cheers guys, let's fucking get into this shit. Ooh, that's some good weed. We're smoking on some Purple Punch right now, guys. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys had a fun time watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.